Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss a video from testbook.com.
Hello guys, I'm Dhiraj and I welcome you all to Testbook.com, and I'm here to provide the best I have. So guys, once again, we have come back with another mock test for UPPSC AE, and we are going to solve it, right? But before starting the session, let me check that how many people are live. So I can see that few people have already joined. So guys, do hit like, share and subscribe the session. And one more thing you have to do, that is what you have to share the link of this video in your social media group so that the maximum people will get joined and they will get benefited of it, right? So yes, and those who have already joined, guys, you can mark your attendance by hitting on a like button. Okay. So right now it's 10:58. We are going to start our session at 11. That means within 2 minutes we are going to start our session. 2 मिनट के अंदर हम लोग शुरू करेंगे. Okay. Within 2 minutes, we are going to start our session. Okay, my dear. Yes. I can see that few people have already joined. Okay, right now it's 10:59. Okay, great. My dear, those who have come the first time in this channel, that I want to let you know, you can explore the offer of test book, that is just offer of the month, and you are getting the Testbook Pass just for ₹299. In that, you are getting 100 plus courses and 12,000 plus tests. Right, and includes all the category: technical, non-technical, banking, teaching, defense. Every examination has been covered, right? And we have already launched, that is what, SSC JE Mechanical live coaching, and it is going on. So guys, if you are interested in it, then you have to fill the application form, which is given in the description of this video. The link of that application form has been provided, my dear. And you can also attempt the gate reward quiz in the website as well as in the app, right? And if you score well, my dear, there's a chance to win exciting prizes from the test book. So these are the various offers and, my dear, opportunities for you guys provided by the test book. Okay, so right now it's 11. So I think we have to start the session. Okay, Jay, that's great. Wish you all the best, Sam, for that. Okay, and I hope you all definitely इसको आपको जो है फायदा मिलेगा इस सेशन से. Okay, जो भी आपने कर रखा है, आपने भी बहुत सारे सेशन अटेंड किए हैं. I can see that आप बहुत रेगुलर हो. So guys, once again, the link of the SSC JE has been provided in the chat box as well, my dear. You can check it out. Fill the application form. Okay. So my dear, right now it's 11. So we are going to start the session. Chalo, shuru karte hain. So here we go. Very good morning, Vishal. Here we go. The first question on your screen, my dear. Wait. The first question on your screen, that is this one. The change in entropy during the constant pressure process is given by, you know that delta S is equal to what, my dear? mCp ln T2 by T1, right? Yes or no? It is constant pressure. That is delta S at constant pressure, right? So answer will be what, my dear? mCp ln T2 by T1. Option number 2 is right. Option number 2 is correct. Okay. Okay. So here we go for next. Option number 2 is correct. Yes, I'm not getting a reply, guys. Vishal, Sam. Okay, here we go. Very good. Here we go for next. Under steady state, the temperature of the body. Under the steady state, the temperature of the body will not change with respect to time, but it should be different at different sections. That we have seen yesterday as well. So kal bhi dekha tha. That is fourth one. Okay. Very good. Krishnamurthy, very good. Here we go for next. Equation of viscous fluid motion are analyzed by, you know that when the fluid is viscous, then my dear, we have to use Navier Stokes equation, right? Navier Stokes equation, very good. Navier Stokes equation, very good. Krishna, very good. Vishal, everybody. Here we go for next. The radial heat transfer rate through hollow cylinder increases as the ratio of outer radius to inner radius. That means, you know that, my dear. It is what? 2 pi k L T1 minus T2 divided by what, my dear? ln of Rho upon Ri. You know that, right? So it is inversely proportional. So when it is increases, the heat transfer is going to be decreased, right? So my dear, ratio outer radius, sorry, increases, okay, if it is increased, then definitely it's going to be decreased. Number 1. Yes, it should be number 1. Very good, Nitin Sahu. Very good. How it could be? They said the outer radius to inner radius, if it is increasing, then your heat transfer will going to be what, my dear? It should be decrease. Okay. Which statement represents steady flow energy equation for a boiler? You know that for boiler, that is a heat transfer which is we are getting, that is H2 minus H1, and it is nothing but we are getting through a steady flow energy equation with some assumptions, right? So this will be number 2, right, my dear? Number 2. Here we go for next. Those who have already joined, they can mark their attendance by hitting on a like button. Okay. The gas flow through a very long pipe of uniform cross section. The flow is approximately equal to, my dear, a very long pipe. A very long pipe. That will be nothing but what, my dear? Isentropic, no. Isobaric, no. It should be, there is a chance that it should be isothermal, right? It should be isothermal. Very good. It should be isothermal. Okay. क्या होगा बच्चा? Isothermal. I hope you got it. Yes, here we go for next. No, it's not isentropic. It should be isothermal. Isothermal. Here we go for next, my dear. The increase in order of carbon content of the different types of coal is given by. सबसे ज़्यादा किस में होता है carbon? We know that in anthracite. And सबसे कम किस में होता है? Peat में. That means the answer, this is not going to be answer, right? Right now, सबसे ज़्यादा we have more quantity of carbon in anthracite, then, my dear, bituminous, and then subbituminous, and then peat. Number 1 is correct. Number 1 is correct. Shashank Gaur, most welcome in the session, guys. Okay. We know that. Very good. That is number 1 is correct. Guys, what should be the answer for it? Very good. Here we go for next. What is the name of source of energy which are being produced continuously in nature and inexhaustible? My dear, these are renewable source of energy. These are renewable source of energy. Very good, Nitin. Here we go for next. That will be renewable source of energy only. Okay. Here we go, bacha. For an isolated system which has no interaction with surrounding, which of the following statements are correct? For an isolated system which has no interaction with surrounding. Yes. So which option will be correct for that isolated system? Heat transfer 0, correct. Work transfer 0, right. Internal energy remain constants, correct. So all are correct, my dear. What? All are correct. All are correct. Here we go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go. Very good. All are correct. Here we go for next. A heat engine is supplying heat at rate of 30,000 joule per second. 30,000 joule per second means what, my dear? It is watt, right? 9 kilowatt, right? We can convert it. That is what, 30 kilowatt. So what will be the efficiency? That is what, my dear? 9 divided by 30. It should be what, my dear? कितना आएगा बच्चा ये? 1/3. कितना आ रहा है? What should be the answer for it, guys? Be fast. Aji bacha, how much will be the answer for it? Example class. What about the 2? That is 33 आ रहा है? 33 आ रहा है? Okay. 33. Number 2 is correct. See, again the people said 1, people said 30, 33. 33 na? I hope you got it. Guys, yes or no? It should be around 30. It should be around 30, I think. 33.332. Okay. Here I go for next. Rankine cycle comprise of. Rankine cycle have 2 isentropic and 2 constant pressure process, right? 2 isentropic process and 2 constant pressure process, right? Yes or no? Number 2 is correct. Number 2. Whatever the answer will be, numerical 33, whatever. जो भी आ रहा होगा उसको टिक करना है. Rankine cycle comprise of what, my dear? Yes, give me the answer for it. And be fast. Be fast, my dear. 2 isentropics. Very good, everybody. Here I go for next. With respect to aircraft refrigeration system, consider the following statement. Okay, a simple system. The compressed air cooling pass from turbine. The regenerative system, both heat exchanger required the ram for cooling the air. In bootstrap system, the expansion turbine drives a fan. select which are correct and which are not. Guys, be fast. Very good. Which one are correct, which one not? My dear, be fast. Yes. Guys, which one? Very good. Very good. It should be what? 2 and 3. क्या होगा बच्चों? Put your answer. Very good. Very good. That should be this, and this one is correct. Simple system with compressed air after cooling passes from turbine. No. Only 2 and 3 are correct. Right? Very good. No, it's not 1 and 2. It's only 2 and 3. That is option number 3 is correct. Here I go for next. During sensible heating of moist air, enthalpy, what happened? Sensible heating. That is, during sensible heating, what happens, my dear? Right? This is sensible heating. Driver temperature is going to be increased now. Right? Here we have temperature, driver temperature. Right? Here we have omega. Omega remains constant. So, my dear, here you can see that. And enthalpy increases in the northeast direction. Right? So, it should be increased. Very good. Here I go for next. For combustion of gaseous fuel, the following is great use. Gaseous Brayton cycle. Gas turbine. Brayton cycle, bacha. Very good. It should be Brayton cycle. Brayton cycle. Here I go for next. It should be Brayton cycle. Compression ratio of SI engine. My dear, it should be in the range of. Guys, please tell me. It is 6 to 10. Kitna bacha? 6 to 10. 6 to 10. Very good. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Which one of the following modes of heat transfer would take place predominantly from boiler, furnace to water wall? That is none other than, my dear, what it should be? Radiation. Kya hoga? Radiation. Which one will be? Radiation. Radiation. Kya hoga bacha? It should be radiation. Okay. Here we go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. Radiation. The float in the carburetor of petrol engine controls what, my dear? Level of petrol in the float chamber flow. No, it should be level. Only level, not air, not fuel, right? Okay, it should be fourth one. It should be fourth one. We have seen this question yesterday as well. The ratio of the energy absorbed by the body to the energy falling on it, that will be what, my dear? None other than, we have seen this also yesterday. We have solved this question. Repeated question is there, right? It is repeated one. It is repeated one. It is repeated one. Here we go. Here we go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. An air standard efficiency of Otto cycle, then none other than what, my dear? 1 upon RC raised to power gamma minus 1. That is which one? This one. Number 2 is correct. Number 2. The term Z in a total energy expression. Z stand for potential energy, pressure energy, potential energy per unit weight. Which one, my dear? It should be none other than what? Z stand for potential energy per unit weight. Okay. Per unit weight. It should be potential energy per unit weight. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, my dear. Which one of the following fluid flow conditions has high heat transfer coefficient? You remember that condensation or a phase change have the high, right? Convection nahi, free force, free se zyada force mein hoga, okay? Then free convection of water, and my dear, then what? Condensation of steam. That will be what, my dear? Iska hota hai around 10,000 to 40,000, right? Condensation of steam. H ki value ki baat kar raha hai, talking about the value of H. Okay. Here we go for next. Please try to understand the feeling of the question. आप कुछ और वहां पे absorbability नहीं है option, तो what do you do? What do you do, चाहत? Try to understand the question. Which one will be the most correct answer that we have to select? We cannot counter attack on the question, my dear. The question has been framed by the examiner. That's it. We have to select the closer one. If you not get this theory that we have to choose the closer one, then definitely you're going to suffer. If IP is indicated power, BP is brake power, FP is frictional power, which one of the following statement is correct? IP is greater than from BP, correct. IP is greater than from BP, correct. Here we go for next. Frictionless piston slowly compresses a gas in an adiabatic cylinder. Okay, the entropy change will be, because it's what, my dear? It's frictionless piston slowly compresses. That means greater than 0, less than 0, equal to 0, what? It should not be less than 0, right? But it should be equal to 0, because ये क्या है? Frictionless है and slowly. That means almost isothermal. Okay? I hope you got it. That is number 3. Here we go. Here we go for next. Equal to 0. Here we go for next. For constant process, the change in internal energy in a reversible process is equal to heat transfer, my dear. When, that is, you know that dq is equal to what? du plus dw, right? क्या होता है बच्चा? dw, right? When the process, that means they said we want this one, right? Right? ये कब होगा? When the change in volume is 0, that means constant volume. Convective heat transfer coefficient is a function of, convective heat transfer coefficient is a function of nature of the fluid flow only, properties of fluid flow only, configuration of body only, nature, fluid flow, properties, and what, my dear? Please tell me. Guys, be fast. What should be the answer for this question? Very good, everybody, very good. That's, geometry matters, right? And properties also matters. Number 4. Humidity is most commonly measured by, my dear. Partial vapor of pressure determination, correct. 0.622 PV divided by P minus PV, if you remember. Yes? Here we go. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Here we go for next, my dear. In the figure given below, B will be applicable. B will be applicable when thermal conductivity of material, my dear. What it should be? Guys, be fast. Already we have seen this question, but in a different format. Right? Guys, be fast. Be fast, my dear. Quick. Haji Bacha, what should be the answer for it? What should be the answer for it, guys? Be fast. It should be none other than, very good. Very good. Very good. Number 2, correct. Very good. Number 2 is correct. That is decrease with increase in temperature. Right? Hot gases enters a heat exchanger, okay, 200, and leaves at 150. Okay, the cold air enters 40 and leaves at 140. The capacity ratio, they want to ask capacity ratio, right? So what it should be, my dear? Difference of these two will be what? Will be what, my dear? It should be what? It should be 50, right? It should be 50 divided by what? 100. It should be what, my dear? 0.5. कितना होगा बच्चा? 0.5. Different. What you have to do? MHCpH is equal to what? Delta T for hot gases is equal to MCCpC. What, my dear? Delta T of cold fluid, and you have to calculate MHCpH by MCCpC. That is nothing but what? Capacity ratio. I hope you got it. Here we go for next. A boundary layer is the that part of moving fluid in which the fluid velocity affected by the fluid flow pressure constant affected by the presence of solid boundary, right? It should be a what? Affected by the presence of solid boundary, which may lead to the what, my dear? No slip condition or slip conditions, right? Here I go for next. Which one will be the correct? Be fast, my dear. Here I go for next. Here I go for next, my dear. Here. The force exerted by jet on a fixed plate shown in the figure. The plate is quite inclined. If the diagram is not visible, then I want to let you know it is quite like this. Then you have to calculate what, my dear, jet force on a, it should be what, my dear, normal force is equal to what? Rho A V square sine theta. Right? Number 2. Normal force, rho A V square sine theta. Here we go. Heat rejection takes place in a Carnot cycle at what, my dear? Heat rejection, constant temperature, that is isothermal. Where? Isothermal. Isentropic. Heat rejection takes place in, my dear, please tell me whether it should be a isentropic compression or isothermal expansion, isothermal compression, isentropic expansion. What, my dear? Please tell me the answer for it. Guys, be fast. Haji bacha, what should be the answer for it? Yes, very good, everybody. That is isothermal compression will be correct answer. A gray body, emissivity is given, that is pointed, emit the same amount of heat as black body at 1075 Kelvin. Find out the required temperature of the gray body. You have to find out the temperature of the, my dear, gray body. Gray body का temperature. Gray body का temperature. Here we go. Gray body का temperature, my dear. Please tell me. And you should know that EB is what? Directly proportional होता है. किसके? किसके होता है बच्चा? Temperature के. Right now, just apply that formula. Just apply that formula. That is what? Epsilon sigma T raised to power 4 epsilon sigma T raised to power 4. This is for gray body and this is for black body. Right? Iska epsilon there will be 1. Right? Right now. So ye to, that is sigma T4 is equal to what, my dear? E sigma T4. Right? That is TG, gray body. From here you will get TG, my dear. And TG आपका आ जाएगा 1136.7, I think. Not calculated. 3 आएगा. Right? Correct. 3. Here we go for next. The moderator used in gas cooled reactor is what, my dear? The moderator used in gas cooled reactor, that will be made up of graphite only. Graphite. Graphite. Here we go for next. Here I go for next, my dear. Two fin surface with long fins are identical except that the connective heat transfer coefficient for first fin is half. That means H1 is equal to half of H2, right? Okay. Second one. What statement below is accurate? Okay. For efficiency and effectiveness. My dear, you know that if efficiency is inversely proportional to what? This one. Yes or no? Under root of this. Right? And same thing what, my dear? This is also inversely proportional to what? Effectiveness. Effectiveness भी inversely proportional होती है H के. So क्या होगा बच्चा? Lower efficiency, lower effectiveness, higher efficiency, lower or higher, higher. My dear, please tell me which one will be correct. Be fast, my dear. Very good. Be fast. Haji Bacha Party, please tell me the answer for it. Guys, be fast. It should be none other than what? दोनों inversely proportional होती हैं, right? So option will be what? ये भी inversely proportional होती है इसके, right? So it should be higher, higher. Both should be higher. Very good. Both should be higher. Here I go for next. Which one of the following expression is true for TDS? TDS is equal to what, my dear? DU plus PdV. And TDS is equal to what, my dear? DH minus VdV. Here I go for next. Ratio of internal conduction resistance to surface convection resistance is nothing but what, my dear? Biot number. What? Biot number. Biot number. It should be Biot number. Okay. Here we go for next, my dear. Biot number, correct. For an opaque plane surface, the radiosity, irradiation, emissive power are respectively 16, 24, and 12. Determine emissivity. We have to identify, my dear, emissivity. How we can find out emissivity? Guys, be fast. Right? You know that. Yes, bacha. Yes, it should be what? Yes, guys. J is equal to what? J is equal to E plus 1 minus what, my dear? Emissivity into what? G. Right? कितना दिया है? 16. 16 दिया है? Guys, put the value, get the answer. Put the value, get the answer. Be fast. Be fast, my dear. Be fast. 16 डालो, 12 डालो, 1 minus what it is given? Emissivity you have to find out. And it is what, my dear? 24. Here, what is the value of emissivity? From here, guys, be fast. जल्दी बताओ बच्चा. It should be none other than 0.83. कितना आ रहा है? 0.83. 0.83 is correct answer. Which of the following is an extensive property? Extensive. I know that pressure is intensive, temperature is intensive, specific volume is intensive. Right? So definitely it should be what, my dear? Extensive. Very good. Here I go for next. Here I go for next, my dear. Okay. Very good. Here we go. Turbine used for low head is what, my dear? Which turbine used for low head? Low head means what, my dear? Kaplan turbine. For higher head, we use Pelton Wheel. Right? Gas turbine cycle consists of gas turbine में, my dear, be fast. Gas turbine में 2 isentropic, 2 constant pressure. हाँ जी बच्चा, please tell me which one. Guys, I'm showing the question. Very good. No, Pelton will be for higher one. Yes, Vishal. Okay. Gas turbine. Very good. 2 isentropic and 2 constant pressure is correct answer. This one. Critical point of a substance correspond to a state. In this question, read the options very carefully. At which solid liquid vapor phases equilibrium? No. Beyond which liquid will vaporize? Very large amount of heat to become vapor? No. Beyond which solid sublimates directly? No. Beyond which the distinction between the liquid and vapor phase disappears? Number 4. Number 4 will be correct. Here I go for next. Which of the following is the unit of energy? Joule bhi hota hai. Newton meter itself means joule. Electron volt. Electron volt we have used in physics. Right? And it is around 1 EV is equal to around, exactly I don't know, but it is around 1.6 into 10 raised to power 19 joule hota hai bacha. Right? So it is also there. Right? So all are correct. All are correct. Option will be all are correct, my dear. All are correct. 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19. Here we go for next. Identify the incorrect statement from the following options related to the below statement. Superheated steam is used in Rankine power cycle. Identify incorrect statement regarding superheating in Rankine power cycle. Because steam at exit of the turbine will be less. What? Because steam at exit of the turbine will be less wet, preventing erosion of turbine blades. Which one is incorrect? They said, na? Incorrect one. It is correct. This statement number 1 is correct, my dear. But because it increases work output of the cycle for the same pressure limit, yes, it increases. It increases cycle efficiency, yes. Reduces work pump. There is nothing related to superheating and pump. My dear, option will be what? Number 4. It will remain constant. Here we go for next. A mixed flow centrifugal pump. In a mixed flow centrifugal pump, what, my dear? Flow through impeller will be what? Is a combination of radial and axial flows. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4 is correct. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Which of the following devices is used to preheat the feed water before being supplied to the boiler? My dear, it should be economizer. क्या होगा बच्चा? Economizer. Heat reservoir is maintained at 9 to 7 degrees centigrade. The ambient temperature is 27 degrees centigrade. The availability of heat from the reservoir is limited to. You know that availability is nothing but what, my dear? It is nothing but Q multiplied by the eta max. And my dear, here they have asked eta max only. Percentage means what? Eta max, na. So my dear, इन्होंने पूछा है, so what it should be? 9 to 7 means what? It should be 1200. Guys, yes or no? 1200 minus what, my dear? 300 divided by what, my dear? 1200. Right? It should be what? 900 by 1200. It should be what? 3 by 4. Around, it should be what, my dear? 7.75 something. Right? 75%. Very good. Here we go. 75% will be there. Okay, here we go for next. Constant pressure gas turbine works on. Constant pressure gas turbine works on Rankine, Bell, Coleman, Carnot, Brayton. Haji bacha. Which answer will be correct? Very good, 75. Very good. What about this question? My dear, this question, that is Brayton cycle. Abhi visible nahi hai. There is a lag, I think. We'll wait for you guys. We'll wait for you. Okay, tell me answer of this question. Very good, Brayton cycle. Transient heat conduction. Transient means what? Time dependent. What, my dear? Time dependent. Heat conduction for a short time. Conduction when temperature at point varies with respective time. With little heat transfer, heat conduction with vary with small temperature difference. This one. Number 2. Number 2. Okay. Here I go for next, my dear. Okay, here we go for next. Transient means dependent. Okay. Air refrigeration system works on what, my dear? Bell Coleman. That is reverse Brayton cycle. Bell Coleman cycle. Very good. Here I go for next. For a perfect incompressible liquid flowing in a continuous stream, the total energy of a particle remains the same while the particle moves from one point to another point. It's a repeated question from yesterday's session. We have done this question yesterday also. That is what, my dear? Bernoulli equation. It is nothing but Bernoulli. Which one, beta? Bernoulli. Very good. Here I go for next. Multi-stage compression of air compresses to single-stage compression. Increase work done per kg. Does not improve volumetric efficiency. Gives less uniform torque. Improves volumetric efficiency. Fourth one will be correct. Fourth one will be correct, my dear. Very good. Fourth one will be correct. Here we go for next. Which of the following is a case of steady state heat transfer? Steady state heat transfer, my dear. Can you tell me? Haji bacha. IC engine, no. That is what? Steady state. Large furnace. That is boiler. Number 4. Steady state. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Which of the following is a type of high pressure boiler? High pressure boiler, my dear. It should be Lamont. Which one? Be fast, my dear. Be fast. Very good. Here I go for next. We go for next, my dear. Yes. It should be what? Furnace. Very good. Lamont boiler. Here, correct option will be Lamont boiler. Okay. Domestic refrigerator works on the air refrigeration cycle, VCRS. Vapor compression refrigeration cycle. Okay, VCRS. Specific enthalpies of refrigerant in vapor compression refrigeration cycle are entrance to the evaporator. Entrance to the evaporator, you know that cycle like this one, right? Entrance to the evaporator, that means what? S3 is equal to H4, which is nothing but what, bacha? 100, right? This one, S3 is equal to H4, right? And my dear, this is exit of evaporator. That means what? H1 is equal to 1200, right? Exit of evaporator, that is 1200, right? Yes or no? Entrance to the condenser, that is H2 is equal to 1300. My dear, you know that COP is what? H2 minus H1 upon H1 minus H4, right? It should be what? H2 minus H1, that is 100. H1 minus H4, that will be what? 1200, 1100. My dear, what will be the answer? Guys, please tell me. H2 minus H1, we have done something, we have done exit of evaporator, right? It should be 1, no issue. H1 minus H4, right? S2 minus H1. S2 is how much? S2 is 30. H1 is how much? We have done mistake, my dear. H2 is what? 1300. H1 is 100. Sorry, exit of evaporator, that is 1200. Right? Refrigeration effect, H1 minus H4 upon H2 minus H1. I am very sorry for that. That is 1200 divided by 100. Now, round it should be what, my dear? 12. Sorry. I realize. Which of the following is incorrect regarding first law of thermodynamics? Okay. I got it. Which of the following is incorrect regarding first law of thermodynamics? That is what? It is a restatement of principle of conservation of energy, and we have to identify which one. Incorrect, my dear. Incorrect. So it is a correct one. It is applicable to cyclic. Yes. Introduces the concept of entropy. No, it has been introduced by second law. So option will be third one. Option will be third one. Okay, वहां पे मैंने गलत लिखा है. Let me check by mistake हो गया होगा. People said कि सर वहां H1 minus H4, that is okay. Sorry, that should be 11. Sorry. ये नहीं होगा. That should be the answer will be COP of it should be 11. Okay, because यहाँ 1200 नहीं 1100 होगा. 1200 minus 100 divided by 100, so it should be 11. Correct option will be 11. Please make the correction over there. बच्चा पार्टी. Sometimes it happens, जल्दी में हो जाता है. So thank you for correcting me. So here I will go. Which of the following, that is what? It does not provide the concept of entropy, my dear. Okay, does not provide the concept of entropy. How the heat addition in the dual cycle takes place? पहले होती है constant volume में, फिर होती है constant pressure में, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, बच्चा? ऐसी होती है ना cycle, right? So it should be first at constant volume and then at constant pressure. Electrolux refrigerator, that is 3 fluid refrigerator, 3FR, 3 fluid refrigerator, that is what? Ammonia, water, hydrogen, right? Right now ammonia is used as a refrigerant and hydrogen you use what, my dear? To evaporate ammonia. So ammonia evaporates in water? No, ammonia is absorbed in water, right? Ammonia evaporates in hydrogen, correct. Okay, very good. Here we go for next. Constant volume, then constant pressure process, correct option. Here we go, my dear. चलें आगे. Wait. Here we go. That is another question. In order to avoid separation of venturi meter, the angle of divergence section, मैंने पहले ही बताया था, ये किससे ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए? 7 डिग्री से ज्यादा बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay. So it should be what, my dear? 5 to 7. Answer will be what, my dear? 5 to 7. Okay, very good. 5 to 7. And the length of it is 2 to 3 times more than that of what? Convergence section. अगर length पूछा होता तो. Which of the following is a renewable source of energy, my dear? I know that uranium is not, oil is not, coal is not. Then what it remains? Water. So my dear, water होगा. Option will be water. Option will be water. Option will be water. Very good. Sometimes in some books they mention 5 to 8, but whenever whenever it comes की जब less than होता है, so we have to consider the lesser one. Very good. Water, which is chemical formula for the refrigerant R1. You know that it is what? Rm minus 1 n plus 1 and my dear P, and you know that what? CmHnFp Clq, and you know the equation what my dear? N plus P plus Q is equal to what? Only twice M. It is unsaturated case, right now बच्चा find out the values. So M minus 1 क्या है आपका यहाँ पे? M minus 1 will be 2, right? So M will be what my dear? M will be equal to 3, right? M क्या हो गया बच्चा? 3 हो गया, right now. N is what my dear? N plus 1, that is nothing but 1. N plus 1 is nothing but 1, that is equal to 0. That means हाइड्रोजन तो इसमें नहीं होगा. अब देखो हाइड्रोजन किसमें नहीं है, इसमें है. That means ये दोनों ऑप्शन नहीं है, इन दोनों में से कोई एक ऑप्शन है, right? Now I'll see, that is what? Cl क्या है? Q है. So find out the value of Q. You know that N का value 0, P value you know that is how much? 1, right? 1 plus Q is equal to what my dear? M value 2, that is 4. Q is equal to what? 3. So देखो Q equal to 3 means क्लोरीन कितना है उसमें? 3 है. सो इसमें twice m into 2, that is 4. 3 किसी में नहीं है. Where we have done mistake? Somewhere we have done mistake my dear. कहाँ मिस्टेक करी है बच्चा? Let me check. It is 4, so Cl will be, again we have done mistake somewhere ना. Cl 5 आ रहा है हमारा, यहाँ Q is equal to क्या आ रहा है? So what we have, where we have done mistake my dear? Can you tell me? हाजी बच्चा पार्टी, please tell me. गलती कहाँ पे हुई हमसे? Q is equal to 5 आना चाहिए, right? Yes or no? 5 आ रहा है ना? Yes. So guys tell me the answer. It should be what? Option number, we have m is equal to 3. Sorry, m is equal to 3 we have, right? m is equal to 3. मैंने यहाँ पुट क्या कर दिया? 2 पुट कर रहा हूँ. I am very sorry. 2 into 3, that is 6. 6 minus 1, that is 5. Cl 5 होगा, right? Very sorry. 2 into 3, 3 calculate करा. I have putting 2 only. ये value देख के. Sorry for that. Okay, option number 3 will be correct. A mixture of refrigerants having fixed boiling point is called my dear. A mixture of refrigerant. Mixture of refrigerant is nothing but what my dear? Mixture of refrigerant is nothing but what my dear? Azeotropics, right now, and which will behave also as a pure substance. So definitely my dear, it is nothing primary, it is nothing brine, it should be azeotropic mixture. Okay, azeotropes. Hydrogen 0 Sam, उसमें hydrogen 0 आएगा. Hydrogen will be 0 in that case. Azeotropic. Calculate the enthalpy of 3 kg of fluid that occupies a volume of 1.5 meter cube. The internal energy is 3.5. The pressure is this one. And they calculate enthalpy. No, enthalpy will be equal to what my dear? U plus what my dear? PV. But here we have given small u in what my dear? Per kg na. Let me check. Megajoule per kg. That is 3.5 multiplied by 3. My dear, it should be what? 10.5. It should be 10.5. Now, my dear, H will be what? 10.5 plus P. P is how much? P is how much? That is 0.3. Volume is 1.5. Right? Tell me the answer for you guys. What is 10.5 से ज़्यादा ही आएगी और एक ही वैल्यू 10.5 से ज़्यादा है. That is 3.95. Don't calculate this one. Okay. Now the mistake, what the people do mistake over here, they just write like this. What my dear? They write like this. M plus PV ऐसे लिख देते हैं बच्चे और पूरे ब्रैकेट को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, वहां से वैल्यू रॉन्ग आती है. Okay, so don't. This is wrong. Dew point temperature is always indication of my dear. Dew point temperature indicates. क्या इंडिकेट करता है? ड्राइनेस फ्रैक्शन, लैटेंट हीट, नो. मॉइस्चर कंटेंट ऑफ द एयर. वेरी गुड. इक्वेशन ऑफ इफेक्टिवनेस, ई epsilon is equal to 1 minus e raised to power NTU, that is number of transportation unit of heat exchanger is valid is number of transfer units. Okay, in case of boiler and condenser parallel flow, no, it is applicable for phase change, and that may be occur in boiler as well as in condenser. Does not matter whether it is a parallel or counter. So definitely the answer will be number 3. Answer will be number 3. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go for next. In a 4-stroke engine, the camshaft rotates at. In 4-stroke engine, the camshaft rotates at. We have done yesterday this. That is what, my dear? Half. 1/2. Option will be 1/2. 1/2. Okay, here we go for next, my dear. Guys, do hit like, share, subscribe the session. Those who have came first time. Here we go for next, 68. Consider the following statement. Consider the following statement. Relative humidity of air does not change with temperature as specific humidity remains constant. Dew point temperature is the temperature at which condensation begins when air is cooled at constant volume. Okay. Saturated air passing over a water surface does not cause change of air temperature. For saturated air, driver weight bulb and dew point temperature are identical. My dear, which one will be correct? Guys, please tell me which one. यहाँ पे तो पता है it should be at constant pressure होना चाहिए था, तो ये तो गलत है. 2 जिसमें है वो तो गलत है. That means ये wrong, ये भी wrong. That means option will be from 1 and 4. Relative humidity of air does not change with temperature. No, it has been changed. It has been changed. So my dear, 1 is also wrong. That is correct option 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Three and 4, correct. Here we go for next. Ratio of brake power to indicated power, BP upon IP, that is nothing but mechanical efficiency. We have done also yesterday. कल भी करा था इसको. I think maybe in Vizag or UPPSC session. If W is the specific weight of a liquid and H is what, my dear? Depth of any point from the surface, then the pressure intensity will be what, my dear? Rho G H. And you know that this rho G is nothing but what, my dear? This rho G is nothing but what, my dear? हाँ जी बच्चा, यही होता है W, small w, right? Very good. Very good. Here we go. What should be the option for this one? Here we go for next. If a Carnot cycle operates between 1800 Kelvin and 1000 Kelvin, what will be the lowest heat rejection per kilowatt? My dear, 1800 and 1000. Nah? That means we are going to get what, my dear? 1800 minus 1000, right? Divided by what? 1800 is equal to what, my dear? W is given, that is what? 1 kilowatt. Here we are going to get QS. From here you will get QS, my dear. QS कुछ तो आ जाएगा. And that will be around, I think, 2.25 something aega kuch. And my dear, then you are going to get what? QS minus QR is equal to W. And QS, you know that from this, you have to put over here. And my dear, W is what? 1. You are going to get QR. And QR आपका value आएगा 1.25 because ये आएगा 2.25. Okay? You'll get 1.25. Very good. Here we go for next. Metals are good conductor of heat because they have free electron. They contain free electron. Okay. Here we go for next. Here we go for next. If U, V, W are compounds of velocity V of a moving particle, then equation U by dx, U, V by dy, and W by dz represents an equation of, my dear, it's a streamline equation, and that will be what, my dear? 3-dimensional flow. 3-dimensional flow, right? Streamline equation, hai na? Streamline equation. Very good. Here we go for next, my humidification process. In humidification process, see, my dear. In humidification process, Humidification means what? Addition of moisture, right now? Addition of moisture. So definitely क्या होगा बच्चा, यहाँ पे अलग होगा relative humidity, यहाँ पे और ज्यादा होगा. So relative humidity is going to increase, correct? Relative humidity decrease, no. Specific humidity increase. दो option होंगे यहाँ पे, 1 and 3. 1 and 3 will be correct over here. Okay, दोनों होंगे correct. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. दोनों correct होंगे. 1 and 3 both will be correct. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go. Here we go, my dear. चलें आगे. Fluid flows through a converging nozzle with an exit diameter equal to half of the entrance dia. Okay. Assuming ideal flow. Velocity of entrance 2 meters per second. Then the velocity at the exit. You know that continuity equation. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. और A1 directly proportional क्या होगा? Pi by 4 D1 square. Pi by 4 D1 square, right? V1 is equal to what, my dear? Pi by 4 D2 square into V2, right? ये cancel हो जाएगा, right? D1 is there, but they have said the exit diameter is equal to half of the entrance, right? D1 square into V1 is equal to what, my dear? It is half of D1, right now? So it should be what? 1 by 4. It is 1 by 2 square D1 square into V2. D1 will get cancelled out, my dear, right? And you are going to get V2 is equal to what? Twice V1, right now? So पहले वाला कितना है? 2 है. So उसका double 4 हो जाएगा आंसर. Answer will be 4. Very good. Answer will be 4. Very 3. Sorry, 8. Yes, 8. क्या हो जाएगा? That is, sorry, there is 1 by 2, that is 4 हो जाएगा ये. It is 2 है ना, तो 4, so that is 4V1. I'm very sorry, it should be 4V1. That is third one. 8. Specific heat of Pelton turbine, it ranges around this one only. That is 12 to 70. 12 to 70. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The region between the separation, streamline and boundary surface of the solid body is known as, my dear, it is nothing but a region जहां से boundary अलग होना शुरू होती है, वो region वो, and that region is known as what? बहुत छोटा region होता है. It is wake region. It is wake region, my dear. It is known as wake region. It is very small. Here we go. Reynolds number for flow 3000. You know that जब 2000 से कम हो, less than 2000, then it is laminar, right? It is laminar, right now? And when it is 2000 to 4000, it is what? Transition. And my dear, more than 4000, then it is what, my dear? Turbulent. So it should be 3000. That is transitional. Transitional. A liquid would weight the solid if adhesion forces are as compared to cohesion forces are what, my dear? Less होने चाहिए, greater होने चाहिए. Guys, be fast. Be fast, my dear. It should be more. It should be more. Very good. Everybody. That should be more. Here we go for next. क्या आना चाहिए बच्चा? More. Okay. It should be more. Here we go. More. Very good. Everybody's answer. That's correct. More. Very good. More correct. Which one of the following statement does not characterize the fully developed laminar flow? We have done this question yesterday as well. It's a repeated question, my dear. And in that, the what pressure gradient in the direction of flow constant. What, my dear? Constant and what? Positive नहीं होता. It should be negative. So, my dear, option will be third one. Okay. Does not पूछा है. Does not. Okay. So, option will be third. We have done this yesterday as well. Here we go for next. The head loss in sudden expansion having dia, what my dear, 8 centimeter dia. Okay, in sudden expansion from 8 centimeter dia pipe to 16 centimeter dia pipe. Okay, pipe terms of velocity, that is my dear, first of all you have to find out, you know that sudden losses due to sudden expansion will be what my dear, is nothing but v1 minus v2 by twice g, right now. But here we have to convert v1, that will be helped by a1 v1 is equal to what my dear, a2 v2, right? And here that is what, d1 square v1 is equal to d2 square v2, right? My dear, d1 square, that is what, d1 is what, 64 v1 is equal to d2. D2 is how much, bacha? D2 is 16 square 256, right? And it should be 64 2s are 128. 128 multiplied by 2, that is 4. That means what, my dear? It should be 4. Hayana. So my dear, v1 by v2 will be what? Or you can do one thing. आप क्या करो, v2 by v1 निकाल लो. It should be what, my dear? v2 by v1 will be 1 by 4. Right? 1 by 4. Right? Put this value, you will get the answer, my dear. The answer will be 9 by 16 v1 square by twice g. v1 common ले लेना यहाँ से. You have to take the v1 common. Then my dear, v1 1 minus what, v2 by v1 का square divided by twice g. And you know that this is what? This is what, my dear? 1 by 4. 1 by 4, that is 1 minus 1 by 4, nothing but what, my dear? 3 by 4 ka square. That will be 9 by 16. So 9 by 16 will be the correct option. Here we go. Shear stress in a fluid flowing in a round pipe. My dear, what? You know that KD. I have told tell you the trick, that is KD, right? And velocity profile. This is what, velocity profile, parabolic, right? And this is what, center में क्या होता है बेटा, 0, and wall पे क्या होता है, maximum. It is 0 at the wall. No, it is 0 at the center. Where is the radius? Right? Very good. KD. Here we go for next. 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 620, 21, 420, 210. Correct. Which one of the dimensionless number is significant when studying surface tension? My dear, you know that रफेवम वजब से VGPS, S for surface tension, W for Weber, S for surface tension, right? Right now, I hope you got it. E for Euler, P for pressure, F for Froude, G for gravitation, R for Reynolds, V for viscous, and S, M for Mach, E for elastic. I have told you this trick also, my dear. Spray humidifying is the process of adding moisture to the air by passing through it. Chiller, air conditioning plant, washers. My dear, please tell me the answer of this question. It's a beautiful question. Guys, be fast. Weber number, correct. It should be Weber number. Very good. What about this one? Aji bacha, it should be क्या होगा ऑप्शन इसका? स्प्रे ह्यूमिडिफाइंग इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ एडिंग मॉइस्चर टू द एयर बाय पासिंग थ्रू चिलर, एयर कंडीशनिंग प्लांट. माय डियर, व्हिच वन? वॉशर से तो नहीं करते. हाँ जी, व्हिच वन गाइस? प्लीज टेल मी आंसर. थर्ड, ओनली सी. थर्ड, ओनली सी और ए और बी? 3. Very good. 3 is correct. Here we go for next. 3 is correct. Okay. That is washer only. That is air washer only. The metal walls of the same thickness, cross-sectional area, have thermal conductivity is 2K, 4K, 6K. The temperature drop will be, you know that, my dear, temperature is inversely proportional to K. Right now? Yes or no, bacha party? Yes or no? So definitely, what, my dear? Delta T1 ratio delta T2 ratio what, my dear? Delta T3 is equal to what, my dear? ये क्या हो जाएगा? 1/2, 1/4, 1/6. LCM कितना आएगा? 12. So it should be what? 6. It should be 3, and it should be what, my dear? 2. Right now, so it should be what, my dear? Say यहाँ पे आएगा 6. That is 2. यहाँ पे ठीक है 632 नहीं है ऑप्शन में. क्या है? None of these, right? Yes or no, बच्चा? 632. 632 दैट इज 321 से भी नहीं हो रहा, 111 से तो होगा नहीं, 123 से हो रहा है क्या? 123 से भी नहीं हो रहा, राइट? इट शुड बी नन ऑफ दिस. वेरी गुड. इस वाले का कल गलत लगाया था मैंने. अच्छा, कल किस में कर रहा था क्या? चाहत शर्मा सेट 642 is same. 642 is same. 321 correct. But here we have 632. 632 we have. बच्चा ये 632 है ना, तो यहाँ कहाँ लगा लोगे? 23. क्या बोल रहे हो आप? 321. 321 कैसे लगा लोगे यहाँ पे? How it could be 321? अरे 331 नहीं हो पाएगा. It should be none of these. Here we go for next, my dear. What should be the option, guys? Please tell me. किसी का आंसर नहीं आ रहा है. 321? How it could be 321? सिक्स फोर टू. अरे भैया एलसीएम, अरे समझ आ गई बात. ये मैथमेटिक्स का पार्ट. ओके, हियर आई गो. हियर आई गो. Specific speed of hydraulic turbine is dependent upon. Sorted? Sorted na? I hope it's sorted. Here we go for next. I hope everybody got it. I don't know what the people go inverse. So answer यही आएगा, none of these. Repeated question, yes. Here we go for next. None of these ही आएगा उसका आंसर. Specific speed of hydraulic turbine is dependent upon. किस पे डिपेंड करती है बच्चा? Specific speed. Guys, be fast. Specific speed. Specific speed, my dear. Can you tell me? हाँ जी बच्चा. Guys, be fast. It should be none other than what? NP raised to power H raised to power 5/4. ये होता है NS. Right ना? हाँ या ना? Guys, tell me. स्पीड पे डिपेंड करेगी, पावर डेवलप पे भी. So it depend upon and flow. Speed, power, develop and effect head. Speed, head and flow. Speed, head and flow. Speed, mean, diaflow. My dear, speed, power, develop and flow. Please tell me which one will be the correct. Guys, please tell me. Speed, power, develop and effect head. Yes, it should be correct. Number 2. Number 2 is correct. ये होता है formula. In a fluid flow, the line of constant piezometric head, repeated question from yesterday's session, head passes through 2 points which have what, my dear? Same velocity. Repeated है, कल के सेशन से repeated है. It's repeated question. Thickness of laminar boundary layer on a flat plate. Thickness of laminar boundary layer on flat plate. What, my dear? Decrease with increase in distance. Increase with what? Increase with distance. You know that. What, my dear? It is nothing but what? Delta directly proportional होती है किसके? X raised to power 1/2 के. तो अगर आप डिस्टेंस इंक्रीज कराओगे, डेफिनेटली अगर ये इंक्रीज होगा तो डेफिनेटली ये भी इंक्रीज होगा. सो इंक्रीजेस विद इंक्रीज इन डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम लीडिंग एज. करेक्ट, राइट? आई होप यू गॉट इट. रिपीटेड है, रिपीटेड. ओके, आई होप यू गॉट इट. हियर आई गो फॉर नेक्स्ट. Here I go for next. X raised to power 1/2. Here I go for next. Which of the following is true for supercharging? क्या करते हैं इसमें? High density air अंदर डालते हैं, right? High density air, that is what? Supplying higher density of air intact than surrounding. Correct? Right now? Okay, here I go for next. Is phenomena by which a liquid rises capillarity. Glass tube above or below its general, that is capillarity. Which one of the following is conventional way of generating electrical energy? Conventional, my dear. Conventional. Supposed to be, some people have confusion कि यार conventional क्या है, non conventional क्या है, I don't know. ठीक है, मैं बताता हूँ. देखो, tidal, wind और solar एक ही कैटेगरी के हैं renewable energy. तो बचता कौन है? Thermal. तो आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? Thermal. I hope you got it, beta. जहां पे आपको प्लीज आई रिपीट वंस अगेन वेर एवर यू आर इन नो डायलेमा कि विच ऑप्शन विल बी राइट, सो इट्स बेटर यू यूज एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक कि कौन सा नहीं हो सकता, which one will not be the answer. Please work on that, you'll get it. Here we go. What is the function of reflector in the nuclear power plant, my dear? Reflector hoga. See again the elimination, though people those who don't know the answer, but if they know about reflector, what is mean by reflector, reflector का function क्या हो सकता है? reflect करना. Conserve energy, no. Check pollution, no. Shield and radiosity completely, no. Return neutrons back to reactors, correct. Reflection की feel दे रहा है, so option number 4 is correct. See, in this way you can just simply apply the logics, and in HN every examination there are 5 to 10 questions which has been solved by the logic only. Logic से ही solve हो जाते हैं वो questions. Here we go for next. For an ideal gas, compressibility factor, ideal gas, that is what? अगर less than 1 होता है किसके लिए? It is case of what? Real gas. And when Z become 1, then my dear, real gas get converted into ideal gas. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles produce one of the following as a exhaust. क्या बनाते हैं वो? जब हाइड्रोजन रिएक्ट होती है ऑक्सीजन के साथ में, हाइड्रोजन प्लस व्हाट माय डियर? ऑक्सीजन, क्या बनाएंगे ये लोग? H2O, वाटर वेपर. H2O2 मत लिख कर आ जाना, H2O बनाएंगे, H2O. Okay, here we go for next. जीरो नहीं होता है बच्चा, it should not be zero Sam. आइडियल गैस के लिए 1 होता है, 1. वो आप जिसकी बात कर रहे हो जूल, वो जूल थॉमसन कोफिशिएंट की बात कर रहे हो आप. यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट जूल थॉमसन कोफिशिएंट 0 होता है आइडियल गैस के लिए, बट दे हैव आस्क्ड व्हाट? उन्होंने कंप्रेसिबिलिटी फैक्टर पूछा है यहाँ पे, एंड म्यू इज डिफरेंट थिंग. म्यू इज 0. That is what? Change of temperature with respect to pressure at constant enthalpy. And from here we get what? Throttling concept. याद हो तो. Here we go. A steam function is given like this one. The flow rate. Flow rate will be what, my dears? Right? Yes or no, bacha? Guys, yes or no? Please tell me. Be fast. Very good. Water. क्या होता है बच्चा? Yes. Please tell me. Answer of this question will be what, my dear? It should be none other than what? Flow is equal to what? क्या होगा flow rate? psi1 minus psi2, right? psi1 value, that is A पे क्या हो जाएगा? A पे 0. A पे क्या होगा? A पे x, okay, y0, y0, तो A पे तो 0 आएगा, minus psi2 क्या हो जाएगा? psi2 at point 2 at B, that will be what, my dear? 0 2 पुट करो यहाँ पे, 0, so 0 हो जाएगा, ये 2, यहाँ 2 पुट करेंगे, my dear, it is 0, that is what? 4. So answer will be what? 4. Very good. Here I go for next. Streamlined body is defined as the body about which what, my dear? Flow is no. The separation, flow separation suppress. Wake region को क्या कर देता है? कमजोर कर देता है. And is the body, it is nothing but a body. उसका जो surface होगा, that will be touch to the or attach to the streamline. Square root of the ratio of inertia force to the elastic force. I repeat once again, Rafevam Vajapse is applicable over here. Rafevam Vajapse. M for Mach number, E for elastic. That means this one Mach number. कहीं मैट नहीं, कहीं वो मेल नहीं खा रहा बाकी कोई चीज. वेबर सरफेस पे आएगा, इलास्टिक प्रेशर पे आएगा, फ्राउडे ग्रेविटेशन पे आएगा, रेनॉल्ड्स विस्कस पे आएगा. Okay, so Mach number will be the final answer, right? So guys, here we have finished the 100 questions. So I want to tell you those, wait, those who have came first time, my dear, I want to let you know UPPSC session is continued till 11 and 8. We are doing this session at 11 a.m. and my dear, we have Vizag. वाइजैक at 3 PM. दोपहर में 3 बजे होता है. Okay, everybody. So guys, do it, like, share, subscribe the session. Those who have came first time. Okay, here we have finished the 100 question. So my dear, we'll see you. Vishal Bhagat said non-tech. Guys, it's not possible for me right now. And okay, how I got material? Material, which material are talking about? PDF file of this session. I'm not getting. Yes, Chanmay. Guys, those who have joined first time, they have to do it, like, share, subscribe the session. Okay. And one more thing that I want to tell you, if you are new to this channel, my dear, that is offer of the month for the Testbook Pass is going on, and you can get it just for rupees 299. In that, you are getting 100 plus courses free of cost, and my dear, 12,000 plus tests. And that include what? Teaching, banking, technical, non-technical, all the examinations. One pass for a multiple examination. Okay, my dear. And SSC JE, if you are interested in SSC JE Mechanical Live Coaching, my dear, the form has been already provided. The link of that form has been already provided in the chat box, or you can find it in the description of this video, my dear. Okay. So this is from my side. Yes. PDF you will get after the session. Once the session has been over, you will get the PDF in the comment box. In the comment box. And my dear, one more thing that I want to tell you, that if you after 11, because we have UPPSC on 13th and Vizag on 13th and 14th, right? Right now, 13th or 14th. So guys, I want to tell you one thing. Ki after this, what do you want, guys? You have to mention that suggestion in the comment section. कि सर आपके बाद यूपीपीएससी एंड एई के बाद for what we should go, किसके लिए जाएं, उसका जो है वो टॉपिक आपको जो भी चाहिए होगा, that you have to mention in the comment box, not in the chat box. Okay, तो वो ध्यान में रहता है. Okay guys, so we'll see you in the next class then. So this is all from my side. Please mention your suggestion in the comment box. Comment. Okay, comment section में comment जरूर करके बताएं कि सर ये सेशन चलाइए. ठीक है. So guys, इस सेशन को क्या करना है? Do hit like, share and subscribe करना है अगर आप नए हैं चैनल पे, so that you will get latest notification from us. So guys, I will see you in the next class. Then take care. Bye bye. Shabba khair, and thank you so much for your presence. We'll see you in the next session, that is of Vizag at 3 p.m. So guys, take care and please stay at home, stay safe, stay online with testbook.com.